Here are some Deepwoken talents that need buffs or reworks in my opinion. This video is not meant to spread negativity towards the devs. Talent information and descriptions are taken from the official Deep Wiki. Background music is by DM Dokuro. Links in the description. Defiance. Negative status effects are half as effective when you're below 35% HP. With a stat requirement of 70 willpower, this talent simply isn't worth going for. Defiance is more something that you'd pick up along the way for another high willpower card, like Brick Wall. A buff idea for this talent is to increase the HP activation threshold to 50%. That way you can get more value out of its ability. Pressure Detonation. Block breaking an opponent with a Shadow Mantra generates a small vacuum that suffocates those hit. This talent is oddly specific. I feel that other dual attunement talents execute their abilities better. Block breaking some of the mantra is a rare occurrence to begin with, on top of it only being Shadow Mantras. Even if the stars align in your favor, all you do is proc suffocate. There are much easier ways to proc suffocate. This roundabout talent really adds nothing to your hybrid builds, but I don't have any buff ideas. Thorns of Fire. Taking damage while using Flame Repulsion reflects the damage back to the attacker. I like the concept of reflecting damage, but I don't see people complaining about this talent being overpowered, so it deserves to be a Spark variant instead. It only affects one mantra, and this mantra lasts a very short duration for damage to be absorbed and reflected. See what I mean? Old players will remember the False Flame Spark from release. It didn't have any purpose at the time, but this seems like a great application for it. Finally, we have the 11th Hour. When below 15% health, your mantras require no ether to cast for 3 seconds. Alright, this talent is probably the worst of the list. 15% health is a crazy activation requirement. You're already dead no matter what by this point, and this talent will not warrant a comeback. You get 3 seconds of free mantras. If you were able to cast a mantra a second in the best case scenario, you'd still have to deal with the cooldowns afterwards. A buff for this talent would be a general ether reduction that lasts until you go above the activation threshold. Also, increasing the health percentage requirement to 25 wouldn't be a bad idea. Currently, the best thing about this talent is the plus 10 sanity it gives as a passive. Do you agree with these buffs? Are there any other talents that need buffs or reworks in your opinion? Let me know.